So after I cheated on my husband, I gave him a hall pass. But here's the reason why I did that.
And then my last question on this, what is co-parenting like for you guys?
Tim, you're awesome.
We interrupt this program to prescribe you with 1,000 milligrams of red vitamins.
Right here, right now. It's the right time, It's the right sound. Right now. Tell the whole pipe down. Tell the nigga pipe down.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne.
Taking a girl on a date, what cuisine are we looking at?
Took a girl to a place called Monkey House, yeah, and I didn't know how expensive it was. And you know how it is when you're going out and you're
Them
buying
places
these
are
drinks,
expensive
they're
for
expensive,
drink.
innit? So she's ordered like 4 cocktails, yeah, and she hasn't even ordered her food yet. It's coming up to like 40 quid. I've only got a bill 50. So I started to like saying, I ain't even that hungry, you know. She's like, well, I'm hungry. I'm gonna order. So I've gone to the toilet and I've texted my boy. He's not answering, so I've called him. I said, brother, please, I need money. I need like a bill 50. I'll run it back to you. So all I'm doing during the day is literally just doing this. Refreshing, just trying to see the balances change. So I'm sweating now, yeah, and then she's like, oh, do you want more? Should we get more drinks? In my head, I'm like, this is where it's gonna go left, because if I say no,
Yeah, you can't say no.
I can't say no, so it's up to you. She's ordered more drinks now. I've then thought, yeah, this is peak. I'm gonna have to ask her to borrow me some money, or let's go halves or something. I just thought, let me just refresh again, and I saw £300 in there. 150 there.
Big up broski, man.
Fabe.
Alright, Fabe, big up
Shout
yourself,
out Fabe.
man.
Fabe knows the story anyway. It gave me confidence in it, but it made me realise I can't do this. This is like living on the edge. So yeah, that was my worst experience I've ever had.
All right, brothers. So this is what I want to say about this clip here. Guys, you cannot be spending money to impress women. All right. Now, I understand pay for play and all this stuff, but if you're going to pay, it needs to be upfront. You need to know what you're getting. All this, going over the, going a mile and a half for a first date is crazy. And I know that these women are trying to pressure you into doing this, but this is not how you date in the modern age. Less is more, especially to these modern women. The less you fold on their demands, the more that they will respect you, the more that they will be like, okay, he's not a simp. The more that they will be open to dealing with you just based off of who you are, not based off of not based off of superficial things. She's going to rock with you because of that. This is a telltale, guys. You should not be doing this. I mean, you're stretching your hand, you're broke, and you're trying to impress a woman on a date. Now you're in debt to your buddy. Y'all know a lot of these ninjas don't be paying back their debts, even if they your best friend. A lot of times they don't pay back their debts. I say never lend no money that you ain't willing to lose. And out here, a lot of dudes are not paying back their debts. So now he's indebted to the homie and could salvage a relationship with the homie based off of trying to impress a girl that he probably ain't even get the cheeks. Cause the way that he moving, the way he's sweating bullets cause he ain't got the bread. Like, this is how you cut a girl off, man. Like, just be like, look, here's your budget on the date. You got $20, play with it, $25 at max. I mean, you gotta lay the law down, and they're gonna respect you more for that. If they talk all this cheap stuff, then get your ass up and then walk off. All right, tell her she can beat it. Pound sand, whatever. You could tell her if you ain't with it, you ain't with it. And I'm telling you right now, she will respect you more for that. So don't be trying to stretch your hand and spending all this exorbitant funds on a chick who really doesn't give a damn about you and is trying to use you as a foodie date, because we all know 1 in 3 women have used men for a foodie date. And this is not me making up some statistics. This is actual data that we have out there, and women are admitting to this. So we have to understand that, you know, we ain't finna play with that. We're not finna play with that. We're not finna get played. We're not finna get disrespected. Straight up.
So after I cheated on my husband, I gave him a hall pass. But here's the reason why I did that. Is because I didn't want to take the responsibility of getting rid of all demons that I opened up my marriage to. And usually this is what people do when they cheat. They want their spouse to cheat on them back, so it would give them a reason to feel better in some way. But let me tell you, that's the wrong way to do it. It's the wrong way to go about it, because at the end of the day, you make matters worse.
And even though I knew that option was put forth in front of me, I knew that wasn't the right choice.
Yeah.
That's not the way that we try to rebuild a marriage. If you want to stay in a marriage that's still on a downfall and just ride it out downhill, that's up to you if you want to make that choice. But I was not about to make that same choice if I know I also have another option of getting back in the face of God, praying for my marriage, praying for my wife, and trying to do the things and correct the wrongs that we had that led us into that position.
So after I cheated...
All right, guys. This clip right here. Yo, this one takes the cake for biggest simp. Almost, I would say he's probably the biggest simp of the year. You know, I have been saying that white men are the most blue vitamin demographic geographically in the world, and it's not even close. However, you have to account for not only the Thug Max Alpha Simps in the black community, who they are big simps and they're doing more detrimental things to their own physical health for a random chick or a chick that they've been going steady with. As you see the domestic violence data in the community. So, I mean, we have a lot of Thug Max Alpha Simps, but what you also have to understand is the religious fanatic simps. Once he mentioned God, I understood where he was coming from there. And I respect that he's steadfast on his convictions, but at the same time, brother, you should have left this woman, because this is the uncomfortable truth that a lot of women won't speak on. But I'll speak on it because I'm confident in my masculinity, and I'm willing to say, hey, he could do better than her. Straight up. I mean, it's just the facts. As far as sexual marketplace value, he's at least 3-4 notches above her. But because she was able to, you know, she de-napped him, right? And shout out to Red Pill Men's Health, but she basically de-napped him, and she has him caught up in her web, and she has complete control of this relationship. She gave him a hall pass. It was a gaslighting tactic. She didn't really intend on him going to cheat, but if he did cheat, it would give her an out to get out of the relationship. So he said, no, I'm going to do the godly thing, and I'm not going to exercise this option, because we all know that sexual access and sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health. But then once he has thrown religion into it, that changes the whole dynamic. So he is now, you know, practicing celibacy, abstinence, and I guarantee the sex in their marriage has slowed down, because now she has opened Pandora's box, and he's gonna end up in an open relationship on her end, closed on his end. And this is how a lot of women manipulate men into these types of relationships. You wonder how a guy gets cucked. It's not overnight. He's just attracted to watching his chick get banged. And let me tell you, a lot of the Christians, right? A lot of the Christians have the weirdest, most perverted fetishes. Respectfully. So you will see people who, you know, in some cases, there's a healthy balance when it comes to sex, but people who are extremely, quote unquote, sex deprived, right? They have wilder fantasies because they haven't experienced what real intercourse is. And I mean, that's like psychological, what is it? What's the word that I'm looking for? Anyways, it's a whole different type of theory. But guys, what you have to understand is this man is in a one-sided relationship where he's giving his all. He's the one saying, hey, babe, let's pray over the food. Hey, babe, let's pray before we go to bed. Hey, babe, let's pray for our marriage and all this kind of stuff. And then she's acting as if she is a conservative Christian woman. But she's already brainwashed by the feminist mindset, peep the hoop earrings. So it's already, there's already something going on. Plus, she's going heavy with the makeup, lashes, fake hair. I mean, it's pretty much a wrap. She is a third wave black feminist, and she's having her way with this relationship. So she's gonna cheat again, point blank. She's going to cheat again, and I mean, let's keep it a buck though. He potentially might have already had his hall pass, so he's like, I ain't even gonna get a hall pass. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm assuming that he is, the simp that he is. All right, and he's giving her the hall pass. I mean, this is how the game goes. They could be fronting for social media, just trying to go viral as well. So that could be that. But these are scenarios that actually happen in regular relationships.
And then my last question, what is co-parenting like for you guys?
Tim, you're awesome. You're awesome.
And then my
All right, guys, so you saw that, and this is a clip of Ciara being interviewed, and she is asked, hey, how is co-parenting with Future? And we all know that Future essentially is a deadbeat dad. I mean, he's got his hands in a whole bunch of different pots, i.e. women, right? And he's being stretched in all different types of ways and stretching a whole bunch of different types of women and starting random families here and there. He is the ultimate thug maxed alpha simp, guys. He's the ultimate example of a thug maxed alpha simp, but he got her pregnant. So she's laughing and, oh, you funny there. Like, how they get all animated and stuff. But the reality is she made a mistake, okay? And she made a big mistake that has affected her image up until this day. So much so that she keeps making the mistake over and over again. I think the Met Gala of 2022, she was butt naked on the red carpet and had Russell Wilson in hand looking awkward as hell. He's like, I wonder, we're slaying today, aren't we? And I mean, that's another blue vitamin black guy who, we look to in this community and say, hey, you should be ashamed of yourself because you don't get it. You don't get it. And that's why his football career is being affected as well. Because there's just too many distractions. And I know he is feeling the brunt of social media on and off the field. And it's getting to him. He's getting hit. People are sacking him and saying, yeah, I had a crack at Ciara too, whatever. That's how dirty the NFL is. I mean, it's not dirty to talk smack, but that's how they gonna get to you psychologically, and it affects him in his gameplay. So you see Ciara laughing about the co-parenting, but the reality is you're the one who laid with the man, you're the one who made the mistake, and you're the one who knew he had multiple baby mamas before you, and you thought that you were gonna change him. Why? Because you were Ciara. That's not how it works. And she ended up getting herself in a situation where essentially she pretty much, had to find a stepdaddy, big stepdaddy in Russell Wilson. And, it is what it is. Obviously, he's proven he's a great father, and I respect stepdaddies, but at the same time, in this scenario, it is a huge mistake for Russell Wilson to be doing this stepdaddy thing with Ciara. I definitely think that once Future Junior or whatever the hell his name is, or their new kid, goes and graduates college or graduates high school, I don't think this relationship's gonna. I really don't. And maybe she'll just jump the gun and be a single mother even sooner than we expect. I mean, these divorces, especially these Hollywood and entertainment divorces, they're going back to back like that. I mean, it's just like every day you see another couples splitting up. So this is what's going on in the modern day. This is how modern women are operating, and I don't think that Ciara really, all her kikiing and all this kind of stuff, like trying to. I respect the fact that she dodged the question, but at the same time, you're laughing, but you weren't laughing when the man was busting all inside you. Okay, so anyways, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Same relationship questions, me down below with a screenshot of your CashApp, so I know you're paying on time, man. Y'all need to be on your motherfucking day with the BS. You already know. Reclaim your throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.